Drivers in the Mid-Ohio Valley could see higher prices at the pump in the coming days and weeks as conflict in Iran adds uncertainty to an already rising market. AAA East Central Director of Public Affairs Jim Garrity says gas prices were already trending upward before the latest tensions, driven by the seasonal switch from winter to summer blend gasoline. Garrity adds while the U.S. does not import Iranian oil directly, all eyes are on the Strait of Hormuz, a critical shipping lane for global oil supply. Any disruption there could send ripple effects across world markets.
Oil being a globally traded commodity can be impacted by a variety of things, but when you have the situation you're looking at now, the uncertainty behind it, yeah, that could have an impact at the pump. What that impact is going to be at this point kind of remains to be seen. Maybe we'll have a clearer picture of that in the days ahead.
He says prices don't usually spike overnight, but advises drivers to budget accordingly. He says exactly how high prices could go remains unclear.
Now,